The color she never wore. Chapter 1: A Quiet Marriage. Laura Monroe had been married to Daniel for 12 years. Their suburban Virginia life was picturesque from the outside: an elegant two-story house, a golden retriever named Max, and matching coffee mugs that read, Mr. Right and Mrs. Always Right. They met in college, married after graduation, and settled into what everyone assumed was a perfect marriage. But perfection is a dangerous illusion. Daniel was a man of routine. He woke at 6, jogged 2 miles, drank black coffee, and headed to his insurance job. Laura, once a painter with wild dreams, had grown into a careful housewife: lunches packed, dinner warm, laundry folded. The canvas she once loved stood in the corner of her home studio, untouched for years, collecting dust and lost dreams. They weren't unhappy. But they weren't anything, really. And that was the problem. Chapter 2: The Spark. It started with a community art class. Laura signed up not because she wanted to fall in love or betray her husband, but because she wanted to feel alive again. That's where she met Maya. Maya was 27, vibrant, free-spirited. She wore mismatched earrings, smelled like citrus and lavender, and painted with reckless joy. Laura noticed her immediately, not in a romantic way, not yet, but in that magnetic way you notice someone who makes you feel. During the second class, Maya complimented Laura's brushwork. "You have a gentle style," she said, smiling. "Like you're holding back." Laura laughed, caught off guard. "I guess I am." Week after week, their conversations grew longer, deeper. They talked about color, about regret, about freedom. Maya would touch Laura's arm when she laughed. And Laura noticed how it lingered. She wasn't supposed to notice. But she did. Chapter 3: Crossing Lines. One afternoon, after class, Maya asked Laura if she wanted to grab coffee. Laura hesitated, feeling the weight of her wedding ring, but nodded. They sat in a little cafe, drinking iced lattes and talking about childhood. Maya shared stories about her hippie mother and backpacking across Europe. Laura talked about the life she didn't live. "I used to want to live in New York, paint in a studio apartment above a bakery," Laura said. "So why didn't you?" Maya asked softly. "I guess I chose stability over passion," Laura replied. Maya leaned in. "You can still choose passion." There was silence. Then Maya reached out, brushing a strand of hair behind Laura's ear. Her fingers were warm. Laura's heart jumped. She should have pulled away. But she didn't. Chapter 4: The First Kiss. It was raining the day it happened. Maya drove Laura home after class. As they sat in the car, either woman moved to open the door. The air was heavy with unspoken things. "I should go," Laura whispered. Maya looked at her, eyes searching. "Do you want to?" Laura didn't answer. And then, before she could think, Maya leaned in and kissed her. It wasn't wild or forceful. It was gentle, slow, full of questions and quiet desperation. Laura's hands trembled. She kissed back. And in that moment, the world broke open. Chapter 5: Guilt. The guilt came later. That night, lying next to Daniel in bed, Laura stared at the ceiling. She felt sick, ashamed. But she also felt alive in a way she hadn't in years. She didn't sleep. Daniel, as usual, didn't notice. The next day, Maya texted, "I'm sorry if I crossed the line. But I don't regret kissing you." Laura didn't reply for hours. Then finally, "I don't regret it either." Chapter 6: A Secret Life. They became secret lovers. Stolen afternoons in Maya's loft apartment. Long kisses, shared dreams. Laura started painting again, bright reds and burnt oranges. Maya's presence made her feel like herself again, who she was before the wife, the routine, the emptiness. But secrets are hard to keep. Daniel began to notice. The way she smiled to herself, the sudden interest in makeup again, the mysterious calls at night. One evening he asked, "Is there someone else?" Laura paused. "Why would you think that?" "Because you're not here anymore," Daniel said quietly. "Even when you're sitting next to me." She said nothing. He didn't press. But he knew. Chapter 7: The Fallout. It all came undone on a Wednesday. Laura forgot to delete a message. Daniel saw it, a photo of Maya and Laura holding hands, smiling. He confronted her that night, voice trembling. "You're cheating on me, with a woman?" Laura stood frozen. "Yes." Silence fell like a bomb. Daniel was hurt, betrayed, humiliated. He asked questions she couldn't answer. Was it real? Was it just a phase? Was their entire marriage a lie? "No," she said. "I loved you. But I don't anymore. Not like that." He left for a week. Came back to talk about separation. Chapter 8: Facing the World. News spread through their friends and family. Some were shocked. Some blamed Laura. Her parents were confused and disappointed. "You left your husband, for a girl?" her mother said. Maya stayed by her side, but it wasn't easy. They fought. Laura broke down. She wasn't used to being hated, judged, labeled. "You didn't ruin your life," Maya told her one night. "You saved it." Laura wept in her arms. Chapter 9: A New Canvas. 6 months passed. Laura's divorce was finalized. She moved into a small apartment with white walls and sunlight. Maya lived with her now. Their love wasn't perfect, it was messy and real. But it was honest. Laura painted every day. Her first gallery show featured bold colors, abstract emotions. One piece, titled "The Color She Never Wore," hung in the center. It was bright pink and violet, and full of longing. It sold the first night. Daniel came to the opening. He didn't say much, just nodded. "I hope you're happy," he said. "I am," Laura replied. And for the first time in years, she meant it.